Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some of the best budget travel tips to help you explore the world without breaking the bank. We're talking about ditching those overpriced tourist traps and uncovering those hidden gems that won't have you maxing out your credit cards. We're going to be real, travel can get expensive, but it doesn't always have to. So, if you're ready to swap those luxury hotels for cozy hostels and trade those fancy restaurants for some delicious street food, then buckle up. We're about to embark on a journey to discover how to travel smarter, stretch those dollars further, and make memories that last a lifetime. Let's get started.
Alright, so first things first, let's talk about where you're going to crash after a long day of exploring. Forget those fancy hotels with their overpriced minibars and room service. We're going for the budget traveler's best friend, hostels. Hostels are all about community, meeting fellow adventurers from around the world and saving a ton of cash. Don't be fooled by the sometimes intimidating name. Hostels these days are seriously stepping up their game. Think cool common areas, rooftop bars with epic views, and even private rooms if you're not quite ready to bunk with the masses. Plus, free Wi-Fi, often free breakfast, and insider tips from the staff on where to find the best local spots. You can check out sites like Hostelworld or even Airbnb to find some killer deals. Speaking of Airbnb, that brings us to our next budget accommodation option. Alright, let's talk food, because let's be real, exploring all day works up an appetite. And what better way to fuel your adventures than with some delicious and affordable street food? Forget those overpriced tourist traps, we're going straight to the source, the heart and soul of a city's culinary scene. The streets. From sizzling skewers to savoury dumplings, aromatic curries to mouth-watering tacos, the world of street food is a symphony of flavours waiting to be devoured. But here's the thing, don't be afraid to get a little adventurous. Step outside your comfort zone, try something new, and embrace the local specialties. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. And the best part? It's usually crazy cheap. You can feast like a king for the price of a small coffee back home. But before you dive headfirst into that steaming plate of mystery meat, remember, alright, so you've got your cheap accommodations sorted, you're feasting like a king on a pauper's budget. Now it's time to tackle activities without emptying your wallet. First up, walking tours. Forget those stuffy tour buses. I'm talking about exploring a city on foot. You'd be surprised how many free walking tours are out there, often led by passionate locals who'll give you the real inside scoop. And hey, even if you can't find a free tour, you can DIY it. Grab a map, pick a neighborhood, and just start wandering. Some of the best travel memories come from those unexpected detours and chance encounters. Trust me on that. Speaking of free, keep an eye out for museums with free admission days. Lots of places offer this, sometimes weekly, sometimes monthly. A little research goes a long way, people. Look, I get it, museums aren't everyone's cup of tea. But guess what? Exploring the great outdoors is almost always free. Parks, beaches, hiking trails. Nature doesn't charge an entrance fee. Find a local park, rent a bike, or find a killer hiking trail and just breathe. Remember what I always say, the best things in life are free. Well, mostly free. Okay, some of them are free. But you get the point. Let's keep this budget travel train rolling. Now, let's talk about technology. Your smartphone is your best friend when it comes to budget travel. There are countless apps out there designed to help you save money and make the most of your trip. Translation apps can help you communicate with locals, ensuring you get the best deals and avoid tourist traps. Public transportation apps can guide you through the maze of buses, trains, and subways, often at a fraction of the cost of taxis or rideshares. And don't forget currency conversion apps, which can help you keep track of your spending and avoid overpaying. Budgeting apps are also a lifesaver, helping you monitor your expenses and stick to your budget. Travel guide apps can point you to free or low-cost attractions, ensuring you don't miss out on the best experiences a city has to offer. And local deals apps can help you find discounts on everything from dining to activities, stretching your travel dollars even further. Speaking of stretching your dollars, keep an eye out for free events. Many cities offer free concerts, festivals, and other events, especially during the summer months. Outdoor movie screenings, live music, and cultural festivals are just a few examples of the free entertainment you can find. Check the local event calendars online or at the Tourist Information Centre to see what's happening during your stay. You might even find free fitness classes like yoga or Tai Chi in local parks. And don't forget about those free walking tours we mentioned earlier. They're a great way to meet other travellers and learn about the city from a local perspective. So lace up those walking shoes and get ready to explore. The world is full of amazing experiences that won't cost you a dime. Remember, the best travel experiences often come from the simplest moments. So take a deep breath, soak it all in, and enjoy the journey. And don't forget to document your adventures. Whether it's through photos, videos, or a travel journal, capturing these moments will help you relive them for years to come. Share your experiences with friends and family back home. Not only will it help you stay connected, but it might also inspire them to embark on their own budget travel adventures. So, what's next on your budget travel itinerary? The possibilities are endless. With a little creativity and resourcefulness, you can have an incredible travel experience without breaking the bank. Whether you're exploring a new city, hiking a scenic trail, or enjoying a free concert in the park, remember that the best things in life are often free. So get out there and start exploring. Let's keep this budget travel train rolling. Alright, so you want to travel the world, but you're not looking to break the bank, right? Well, you're in luck because there's a fantastic way to explore new destinations without spending a fortune. It's all about timing, and the secret lies in the shoulder season. Off-season travel is where it's at. But let's get specific. We're not talking about braving the harshest weather conditions or visiting places when everything is closed. Instead, think about those magical periods just before or after the peak tourist season. This is what we call the shoulder season. Imagine visiting a picturesque countryside when the weather is still pleasant, but the crowds have thinned out. We're not suggesting you head to Iceland in the dead of winter, but rather consider the shoulder season magic. It's like having the best of both worlds. Shoulder season, those magical weeks flanking the peak months, is like finding that hidden gem thrift store. You get to experience the charm and beauty of a place without the overwhelming crowds. You get the best of both worlds. Picture yourself on a serene beach with just a few people around, or exploring popular tourist spots without the usual hustle and bustle. It's a traveler's dream come true. Think smaller crowds, which means shorter lines at that must-see museum and more breathing room on that scenic hike. You can take your time, soak in the sights, and truly enjoy the experience without feeling rushed or cramped. Plus, you're more likely to snag those flight deals and accommodation discounts. Hotels and airlines often lower their prices during the shoulder season to attract more visitors, so you can save a significant amount on your travel expenses. Remember those epic travel vlogs where it's like the entire world decided to vacation at the same time? The shoulder season offers a stark contrast. You won't have to elbow your way through crowds or wait in long lines. Instead, you can enjoy a more relaxed and intimate travel experience. Yeah, not gonna happen in the shoulder season. Popular attractions that are usually swarming with tourists become much more accessible. You can take that perfect photo without 100 strangers in the background. You're more likely to have those authentic local experiences, strike up conversations with shop owners, and maybe even get invited to that hidden local festival. Locals are often more relaxed and welcoming when they're not overwhelmed by the peak season rush. Now, the exact dates for shoulder season vary depending on where you're headed, so do your research. Each destination has its own peak and off-peak times, and the shoulder season falls somewhere in between. It's worth taking the time to find out when this is for your chosen destination. But trust me, a little flexibility in your travel dates can lead to some seriously big savings. By adjusting your schedule slightly, you can take advantage of lower prices and fewer crowds, making your trip more enjoyable and affordable. So, next time you're planning a getaway, consider the shoulder season sweet spot. It's the perfect way to see the world without breaking the bank. Alright, let's talk about getting around. Navigating a new city can be both exciting and daunting, but it doesn't have to break the bank. When you're traveling on a budget, ditching those overpriced taxis and rental cars is a no-brainer. Public transportation, my friends, is where it's at. It's not just about saving money, it's about embracing the local vibe and truly experiencing the essence of the place you're visiting. Not only is it easier on your wallet, but it's also a chance to experience the city like a local. Imagine blending in with the daily commuters, feeling the pulse of the city as you navigate through its streets and neighborhoods. Hop on a bus, navigate the subway system, or even try your hand at riding the local trams. Each mode of transport offers a unique perspective of the city, giving you a front-row seat to its daily life. It's all part of the adventure, right? The thrill of figuring out a new transit system, the joy of discovering that you've mastered it, and the stories you'll have to tell about your journeys. You'll be surprised by the hidden gems you'll discover along the way. That hole-in-the-wall bakery with the amazing pastries, or that charming little bookstore tucked away on a side street. These are the places that often go unnoticed when you're zipping around in a car. Plus, using public transportation is a great way to get a feel for the rhythm of the city. You'll see how people interact, the ebb and flow of the daily grind, and the unique quirks that make each city special. You'll see how people interact, eavesdrop on conversations, in a non-creepy way of course, and maybe even pick up a few local phrases. It's a fantastic way to immerse yourself in the local culture and feel like a part of the community, even if just for a short while. It's all about immersing yourself in the culture, and public transportation is your ticket to ride. Whether it's the morning rush or the late-night quiet, each moment on public transport is a snapshot of the city's soul. And let's not forget about the environmental benefits. Public transportation is often more eco-friendly than driving, helping to reduce traffic congestion and lower pollution levels. By choosing public transport, you're reducing your carbon footprint and contributing to a more sustainable way of traveling. It's a small step that makes a big difference, showing respect for the places you visit and the planet as a whole. So, ditch the car, grab a map, or use that handy navigation app, and get ready to explore the city like a pro. Embrace the local vibe, enjoy the journey, and make the most of every moment. Public transportation isn't just a means to an end, it's an integral part of the travel experience, offering countless opportunities for discovery and connection.
There you have it. Those are my top tips for traveling the world without emptying your wallet. Remember, adventure doesn't have to break the bank. With a little planning, some flexibility, and a willingness to embrace the unexpected, you can create unforgettable travel memories on any budget. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel advice. Safe travels, and see you in the next video.